Ivan, you've been continuing to look at our younger players out on loan at clubs lower down in the pyramid. On Saturday you went to see Tom Naylor at Belper Town. How's young Tom progressing this season?
Very good, very good. I think he's come on leaps and bounds. In the physical state, it's toughened him up a lot. Football wise, we've always thought he's got a good chance anyway. Tactically he's good. Good passer of the ball, a little bit of pedigree from the Nottingham Forest days, and he's started to look like a good player now. Saturday, Belper, not to his fault, he started midfield and he conceded 3 goals in the first half. Second half the manager made changes obviously, and they had a go at Rushall Olympic they were playing, and they pulled a goal back. Tom went back to centre half and he won man of the match. So that's the quality what he's performing at now. So all in all, although they lost 3-1, Tom became man of the match and he looked the part.
He was at centre midfield when you first brought him in here, a couple of years ago it would have been now in the youth team.
That's right.
But he's since reverted to centre half, played at centre half in the latter stages in his time with the Young Guns, and now he's played the majority of the season, I'd say, at centre half at Belper.
Yes,
where do you see him playing in the future?
I see him centre half, if the truth is, but it is good. It's a good experience for him. I've spoke to quite a few people who at different league clubs who have been watching him, and they say the same thing. They say it won't hurt him, Ivan, even if he plays midfield, he'd get another insight onto a different position, and will help him in his passing abilities at centre half. But deep down, I think that's the position for him. He's very good in the air. He's shaping up strength-wise and everything now, and his passing's never been in fault. So all in all, I think we'll have a player.
Connor Higginson, he's doing well at Glatwell, isn't he? He's up there in the leading scoring charts at that club.
Connor's getting better. He's only a young boy, very, very enthusiastic. Sometimes he gets carried away with the enthusiasm, and at that level he's playing at now, Unibond South. It's quite difficult because he's playing against some experienced players who, know how to handle themselves. And Connor's fell a little bit awkward at times because he's been suspended twice now, and through possibly not his own fault at times. He's been dragged into things, and the over-enthusiastic attitude he's got has got him into a bit of trouble. He needs to calm down a little bit, and I spoke with the manager and David Allsworth, and we both agree he needs to settle down a little bit, and because he's got loads of ability and enthusiasm boundless, but he just needs to harness it all. Then we could have a player.
What about the man, another forward, who you recommended to come here? I think it was in the summer, Lee Gregory.
Oh, he went to Glatwell. I followed him at Glatwell. He was scoring goals for fun. 6 in one game he got. Now he's been elevated to Harrogate in the Blue Square Prem, Division North, and he's playing with those, and there at the bottom he is in a bad side with Jason Bradley, and obviously he's finding goals hard to come by, but it's another learning period for him. It won't do him any harm at all. Next season the boss might bring him in and he might be in first team squad next year, who knows, but he looks a good prospect.
Updates on the progress of the other young lads you've been watching on?
There's three lads, two of them out the youth team from at Grantham. Nick Langford, I went to see him the other week. He did quite well at Grantham. They went to Glatwell of all places. Connor didn't play against them, but the 3 lads did really well up there. Nick Langford scored the winning goal, and he did well. Sam Persico did well. Niall, he wasn't playing. He was got bronchitis.
Niall Rafferty, yeah.
Niall Rafferty. But I did see him at Grantham a few weeks ago, and he looks as though he's progressing. He's a big, strong lad. He can handle the physical side of it, I'm sure. But it's not all about physical. They're just trying to play football a little bit now, which is nice. And you think, well, that's a nice testament to us, because he's learnt some football skills here and team play, and he's going out there and he's showing it to the other people, to pros, ex-pros.
Grant Ryan's been injured recently, but he's back at Chasetown.
Grant Ryan is back now, and he's back in playing. I saw him play down at Chasetown before the injury, and they loved him at Chasetown. Very, very welcomed, and they've took him back, which is nice, and he's started to play again down there.
What the fans will be wanting to know is this, I think. Out of the 10 that you're watching, because there is 10 players out on
That's
loan
right,
from
there
this
is 10.
football club, who's the pick of the bunch? Who's the one to watch for the future?
At the moment in time, I would plump for Tom Naylor. Lee Gregory has got a good chance, and I think possibly Nick Langford. He's got a chance as well. Yeah, the others can come through. Yeah, it's early, it's still early. I mean, they've only been they've had just over half a season, some of them, and I know I keep reiterating, but it is a big learning curve to leave from youth football into men's football.
Why Tom above everybody else?
Tom had got a bit. Tom's already made his debut, hasn't he, for the first team?
Yeah.
Was it Stevenage?
Altrincham, I think, in the penultimate match of last season. Yeah.
It's just superb performance. So he's proved he can handle it. He played it when I took the reserves against Nottingham Forest down here last year, and we beat Nottingham Forest that day 2-0. He was outstanding at centre back. Ben Turner's another one. He's at North Ferriby. He's having an excellent season up at North Ferriby. So it's done him a power of good. He looks $1 million.
Is this better for them than reserve football, going out on loan to clubs lower down the pyramid?
Sometimes it can have a reverse effect. If you've got a reserve side, they can go in the reserves and just be comfortable because they're playing alongside players they know and everything. But to go out to a different side and knit into their formations, whatever their managers want to play, it proves a big thing. It proves that they've got a football brain and they can adapt. And I think that's a harder test for them to go into, like into the Unibond and places like that in Northern Prem. So, all in all, I think it's a very, very good move. I'm pleased the gaffer's done it that way, because I mean, it's going against my principle, and I think the principle should be that you have an apprenticeship and then you go straight into the reserves and you continue that apprenticeship till you become ready for the first team. The manager can keep watching the reserves, but due to finance, no end of clubs, not just Mansfield, but other clubs have the same problem.